just remember him still being so angry he broke the handle off the knife and still continued to use the knife blade in his hand to push it into me.
Is there come a point where he tells you that he's going to have to kill you?
Yes.
What does he say?
He looks at me and he says, now I have to kill you. I've gone too far. You can't be seen like this. Everyone's going to know.
Copenhaver then goes downstairs to the kitchen to retrieve another blade, at which point Christy gets to her feet, staggers to her first-story balcony, and jumps off. She then musters the strength to make her way down to the end of the street, where her neighbor spots her hiding in the garden and calls 911. Christy was taken to the hospital and treated for her injuries. The horrific images circulated on social media, and the hashtag War Machine began trending in the United States, Canada, Brazil, and the United Kingdom. The mugshot of the perpetrator became the most retweeted image during the second week of August 2014, and this eventually led to his arrest. The trial was a hot topic in the national news, with each of the elements receiving a considerable amount of coverage, yet the most talked about was Erin McInday, Christy's mother. She would testify on day 7 of the trial and managed to come across as both endearing yet intimidating at the same time. The type of person you would want as a friend, but most certainly would not want as an enemy.
She was a very quiet child. She liked to keep to herself. She was very loving. She was very creative. She liked to color and draw and play with Barbies.
How did she do in school?
She was outstanding in school. I never had to stand over her and say, do your homework. It was an automatic thing for her.
Would you say she's an extrovert or an introvert?
I would say introvert for sure.
As far as you know, does she drink alcohol?
No.
Or did she?
Never. She's never had alcohol.
What about drugs?
No.
In 2013, did Christine start dating someone by the name of Jonathan Copenhaver?
Yes.
Do you see him here?
I do. He's wearing a white shirt, playing with his fingers. Yes, we do.
Now, does he look the same to you as he sits here today?
No.
How does he look different?
He looks like he's lost about 50, 60 pounds. He's not as broad in the arms and in the shoulders.
Did you start to see any changes in Christine after she had been with him for a
Yes.
few months?
Yes.
Could you please describe some of those changes?
She was more isolated from me. She didn't want to do anything with me. She would spend more time in her room. She wasn't as talkative. Her social media, one of her accounts was closed. She was more of an independent. Every little girl, she was independent. And you could see her independence kind of slip away as time went on.
Were you ever present at the home when the defendant became physically violent towards your daughter?
I was not in there, and I heard screaming and fighting. And I came out of my bedroom and I said, what the F is going on? They're screaming at each other. I can't even remember what they were screaming, but Christy was standing up on the stairs. I'm not sure where John was. And she said he grabbed me by my neck and dragged me up the stairs. And I'm like, I'm calling the police. And you could see she had a red mark on her throat. So
I'm sorry, when she said that to you, when she said he grabbed me by my throat, is she talking like you and I are talking, or is it?
no, she was screaming. She was hysterical.
Okay.
I think at that point, John had gone up to the bedroom to pack his stuff, because when I said I'm calling the police, he waited. And he stood in the closet with his laundry bag, taking his clothes and stuffing it in there, going, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
Was the relationship between the defendant and you,
But
had it
we're supposed to be
Yes.
friends forever.
Was it